Hi everyone, welcome back to Java Full Stack Flow. Today's Java interview question is, what is strategy design pattern and where have you used it in a real-time project? First, let's understand strategy design pattern. Strategy pattern is a behavioral design pattern. It allows us to define multiple ways to perform the same operation. Means, for example, our operation is sending a notification, but we can send that notification in different ways through email, SMS, WhatsApp, or push notifications. Which implementation should be used is not fixed in advance. It can be decided at runtime based on the incoming request. For example, if the request type contains the as SMS, the SMS strategy will be executed. If the type is email, the email strategy will be executed. So the operation is same, sending a notification, but the behavior or implementation changes dynamically based on the request. Next, the third point is each behavior is encapsulated in a separate class. For example, email notification logic will be one class, SMS logic in another class, and WhatsApp logic in another class. So each strategy is independent. Instead of putting all these implementations in a single class, strategy pattern separates them into individual strategies. This makes our code clean, flexible, and extensible. Next, where have you used it in a real-time project? Now let's see where we used strategy pattern in real-time project. In one of our Spring Boot real-time applications, we had a requirement to send notification through multiple channels such as email, SMS, WhatsApp, and push notification. Here, the business operation is the same, sending a notification, but the implementation is different for each channel. For example, email may use an email service or SMTP server. SMS may use an external SMS provider, and WhatsApp may use a different external API. Initially, we could handle this using if else or switch conditions, but the number of notification channels increases, that code becomes difficult to maintain. So we used the strategy pattern. We created the strategy pattern. We created a common notification strategy interface and separate strategy implementation for email, SMS, WhatsApp, and push. Based on the notification type coming in the request, we dynamically select the appropriate strategy at runtime. For example, if the request type is SMS, we select SMS notification. If it is email, we select email notification. This way, each notification channel has its own independent logic, while the main service only deals with the common strategy interface. Next, now let's understand why we need the strategy pattern. The first reason is to avoid large if else or switch case blocks. Here, without strategy pattern inside our notification service, we may check if the type is email, execute email logic. Else if it is SMS, execute SMS logic. Else if it is WhatsApp, execute WhatsApp logic. As we keep adding new notification channels, this condition becomes bigger and harder to maintain. Next, the second point is we can add a new strategy without modifying the existing business logic. For example, tomorrow if we want supports Slack notification, we just creates a new Slack notification class implementing notification strategy. We don't need to modify the existing email, SMS, WhatsApp strategy classes. And next, this is also why strategy pattern helps us follow the open closed principle. Our code is open for extension but closed for modification. And finally, because each strategy is in a separate class, it becomes easier to test and maintain. We can test email, SMS, and WhatsApp logic independently. Here, the important point is when a new behavior added, we add a new strategy instead of modifying a large existing if else block. Next, now please look at the Spring Boot real-time example as shown here in the image. We have a common notification strategy interface with separate implementations for email, SMS, and WhatsApp. Based on the request type, Spring selects the appropriate strategy from the map and executes it at runtime. Now let's see how we can answer this an interview. Strategy design pattern is a behavioral design pattern used when we have multiple ways to perform the same operation and need to choose the right one at runtime. In my project, I used for sending notifications through email, SMS, WhatsApp, and push. We created a common notification strategy interface and separate implementations for each channel. Spring injects all implementations into a map, and based on the request type, we select the appropriate strategy and execute it. That's all about strategy design pattern. If you found this video is helpful, please subscribe my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram for more real-time Java full stack interview questions. Thank you.